Hello, hello, hello. Today's Friday, the 28th of November, and for the next hour, we're going to be building some stuff. We're going to do no news today because I don't think there's any worth covering. No, I'm joking. There is stuff worth covering, but building stuff is way more fun. Yesterday, we actually built something pretty cool, which actually went into production today, which was a 9x9 grid type app, which we can show in a minute. Let me just see if I can bring it up and show you. So today we're going to go with Google AI Studio, and we're going to try and build another type of app. Now, the reason why we're going to build another type of app is because, one, it's glorious, and two, I think people would need to know more about kind of what's possible that you can actually build just with natural language and the right tools. So let me show you what we did yesterday. I need to check my camera just to make sure this is streaming okay, because yesterday we had a load of issues with it. I'm just going to check now. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so this is what we built yesterday. Let me see if I can bring it up. I will share my screen. One sec. Okay, here we go. We built a product called let me bring it down here. Don't know why it's being strange. One sec. Okay. We built a product called Lumiere, which is basically an app that lets you upload three photos, and then you get like this 3x3 9 image grid, just to give you like product inspiration about how you can kind of style your shots. So we've got three products. These are obviously high production products or high production photographs, for instance, but then you can combine them. You can do up to 6, and then it gives you this grid. So if you're looking for like style inspiration or you're planning a new brand, Nano Banana can kind of let you come up with some ideas for you. Here's how it works. You upload some images, you click generate campaign, and then it spits out the grid for you. Obviously, it maintains each of the products pretty identically. You can view the history. So we built the front end. We built that in Google AI Studio. And then next, I built the back end in Replit, and then the website and the database and payments, etc., in Replit. So now you can actually go on in production and sign up and use it. This is only going to log me in through Replit because I'm already logged in to Replit. But if you were to sign up normally, you can do that. This shouldn't be shown here, but you can actually buy the whole template. So if you want to remix this app for yourself, you can actually buy it for 99 euros. Here you can buy credits, you can subscribe, and then you can do all your stuff in the app. So that's what we built yesterday and deployed in, I think pretty less than 24 hours. 24 hours since last stream to now is 24 hours, obviously. So why don't we go and build, we're going to build another app today. And the app we're going to build is going to be this one, not that one. We're going to build this. We're going to build an SVG creation app. So basically, if you're building a website and you want to have like diagrams and stuff on it, it's basically quite hard to do. But Gemini, Google Gemini 3 Pro, is now really good at it. So we created these SVGs here, this picture, this image, and we animated it too with Gemini. So I wonder if we can create an app that lets other people create these for their websites. Why don't we give it a try? Maybe I can download this video too and use it for reference. Okay, so we're going to head over to the trusty Google AI Studio to build this, and then we'll see we'll see how far we get on. Okay. Let's start. I want to build, let's use my voice to start with. I want to build an app that uses Gemini 3 Pro to work together with the user to create SVG images or SVGs for people's websites. So the user will have an input box. They will describe what sort of thing they want, what sort of image they want, and then you'll create that in an SVG form. You want to pay high attention to detail, and also they should be able to download it so they can then add it to their site. For the style, I don't want any blue or purple gradients. We should use unexpected font pairings and out of the ordinary layout. It should be clean rather than too abstract or out there. Let's keep the tones neutral too. All right, we've got that. What we're going to actually need here too, I don't know what we're going to need actually. I think we're just going to be using Gemini 3 Pro. We're not going to be generating images. This doesn't do SVGs. Maybe, or unique assets. And then it's going to be what do we need? These AI features, what do we need? Conversational AI, Nano Banana. I don't know. Prompt-based video generation, control image aspect ratios. Yeah, we'll need that. Analyze an image, so you'll be able to see and understand images. Video understanding, transcribe audio, think more. Okay, we'll go with this. We'll see how this turns out. Okay. Here we've got some suggestions. I'd allow users to fine-tune the generated SVG by enable basic editing capabilities like node manipulation, color change, and path adjustments. Okay. Offer. Okay. Vectorcraft. Generate SVG Studio powered by Gemini 3 Pro. A geometric fox looking at the moon constructed from thin overlapping triangles. Okay, let's do that. A geometric fox. Okay. Generate. So this is the visual description of the image that I want. We'll just see how this comes out to start with. We'll see how this goes. Are we going to have a winner here? Oh, there is actually a story I wanted to cover today. OpenAI mixed panel security incident. That's not great. It was played down too. I think they released a story like almost midnight on when no one was watching. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't even see it was down here. Okay. This isn't SVG. Here is the code. Okay. Nice. It's pretty cool. Let me see. When we go a Fox, Fox sitting. I didn't. I didn't even see this was down here. What the heck? Oh, okay. It's because I've got it on this sort of screen layout. Bear with me. Let's change it. Okay, that's better. Okay, I think we're still good on the stream. Okay, so we can do these sort of animal SVGs, but maybe we want to create some more useful ones for websites. Basically, we'll describe this. I want to visualize an SVG. No, we don't even need to say SVG. What am I doing? I want to visualize the concept of a human in the loop AI agent. Okay, here we go. We've got some AI features suggested: add prompt history, implement SVG code editor, add SVG export options, improve loading states, add dark mode toggle. Okay. Why don't we see like what other features are going to be good or needed for people to add these to their websites? Maybe aspect ratios. This is a cool feature too, where you can pop up and see the version history. Maybe we're going to need to control image aspect ratios. Maybe we can add that next. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's not great. Can we add a selection of presets that we can... I want the user to be able to create a brand preset. So it should include like colors, fonts, look and feel, etc. So that makes sure that the SVGs generated are always in line with the user's brand. Okay. So all different sizes too. Maybe we need to maybe we need to do something like so aspect ratio we definitely need. We need to do colorways, definitely, just to make sure it actually fits on the site. Okay, so brand DNA. We have got let's look what we've got. Okay, here we go. Got some brand DNA now. We can do actually, I just want to make sure this Vectorcraft application is going to be mainly or pretty much exclusively for creating SVGs that people are going to put on websites to visualize concepts. So if you think of a landing page where it's going to be displaying information, this app is going to be doing that rather than creating a generic foxes or animals or images. Does that make sense? Maybe we need to give it some examples too. Let's have a look. So we've got the brand DNA, apply or don't apply. We've got nice. Let's just do that. We'll leave the brand. It says active too. Dang, this is so cool. I love this system prompt to enforce behavior, ensuring that AI focus on information rather than generic illustration. I'll update the UI copy to reflect this specific use case. Okay, nice. Let me try and find some good good examples. Okay. So, for example, let's try and do a series of let's just do a busy shipping port with factories, cranes, containers, and lorries. So I was looking at this site. I was looking at the. Here we go. Yeah, here. So there's a list of some sites with some really good SVGs on. Navigation rooms. I think, yeah. Wow, that's so cool. No way. I wonder if we can create that. That would be cool. This style. Hmm. Can we? Can we have the option to create or request edits on the SVG that was generated in like a chat type format somewhere on the canvas? Maybe there's like a hovering chat bar in the image creation or SVG creation window on the right hand side, and then we can request edits to that particular SVG rather than starting again each time. So basically you create one and then you can kind of like edit it down below. Okay, so that one didn't, I guess, if you do a NAP update, this didn't get applied. So maybe we want to introduce some more presets to it, like the type, like flat or 3D. What presets can we set for SVGs? Not presets, but I don't know if this is gonna work. Let me. Okay, let me just try one more thing. The feature that I wanted to do was Gemini and actually let's just try it. I want to create an abstract representation of cloud data synchronization with 3 nodes connected by flowing lines. That's the suggestion that you gave. I'm going to apply my brand guidelines. I'm going to press generate. We could do a reference image too. We'll try this in a minute. I want to get close to some like real nice like website ones. I don't know how he's. This is a nice site. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay. Refine or edit. Make this slightly less abstract because we need to be able to see exactly what each stage of this diagram represents in the overall concept. I like this, by the way. Maybe it can stay like smaller underneath the image. Maybe we should be able to like drag it around, maybe. It's a cool diagram though. Can we see the code being written? Ooh, all right. Oh, down. Okay, this is pretty cool. Input server client. It's applied our brand DNA, which is nice. Not in that. Can we include persistence, have a bit of a local database so we can always see our previous creations, even if we're making changes to the app? Yeah, this is cool. I like it. I think we're getting somewhere. Maybe we need to include some presets to kind of guide people around what they want to try and build style wise. Maybe what we could do is we could probably include something like a I don't know if you can do this without a back end, but maybe we could use like Firecrawl brand guidelines. I think Firecrawl have something where you can fetch. Let me just have a look. Ideally, somebody can kind of put in their URL to their website, and then we could pull down their designs or like styles. Say, where is it? I think they released a tool for this where you basically put in URL, it gets the images, or sorry, gets the style as in colorways and stuff. Branding format. Yeah, okay, here you go. This is what I was talking about. So with Firecrawl, you can basically use the scrape call to go off and get somebody's details of a site. So let's say you could probably use Firecrawl for example, actually. And you can select branding and it will get the branding for that site. Okay. Let's try it. And then we'll create an SVG for someone. Okay. We now have database persistence and load from history. We could go with something else. A 3D a 3D representation of a busy shipping port, and on the left hand side there's some text describing the name of the port and what it does. Okay. I'd love to see if we can do this if there's a way. Yo, nice. Port 9, terminal operations, global freight logistics, automated and real-time tracking. Can we add a lorry to this image, please? This is so cool. Oh my God, I can't believe what you can build these days. That's cool. Okay. I like that. I wonder if we can animate this. Add text outline option, improve edit, undo, redo. Implement edit, undo, redo for the SVG editing process. Store previous SVG states and allow edits to step back and forth between edits made in the interface. There should be a floating image history of creations and edits. Say on the right hand side of the app, where we can kind of click forwards and backwards through the edits, and then they open or close in the main window. So here, when you make an edit, and then you can click back or forward through to the previous one. This is cool though. I like this. Maybe we can start adding some animations and stuff. Okay, so this refined edit is pretty good. SVG updated. Maybe we want to add some personality to this. We could even do voice. You can have a voice controlled SVG editor. I wonder if you can actually see it being edited in real time. we should be able to kind of change the aspect ratio to, okay, version tracking, right hand history panel, time travel. You can click any thumbnail in the history to instantly revert the canvas to that state. Non-destructive editing. Editing an older version creates a new entity at the end of the timeline, preserving your entire creative path. Sick. So good. Okay, so we've got DNA, we've got concept description, best for diagrams, UI, and abstract. Maybe we need to create like a prompt improver too, because people aren't the best at kind of describing SVGs. So maybe we can do a prompt improver. And by the way, this backend implementation plan is like a custom prompt I have in here in the system instructions to just keep like a running plan. Because if I want to deploy this and actually build it out properly, then that makes it easier. Okay. For some reason, when we make an app update, my previous generations and the recent concepts get lost. Can we just make our database work, please? Make our local database and persistence. Okay, we'll just do that because I want to be able to not lose everything as soon as the app refreshes. Okay, this is the timeline. It looks like it moves over. It's nicely done. Animated SVG examples. Okay, CSS loader spinners, icon animations. I'm just basically looking at this. Ooh, okay, neuromorphic toggle buttons. SVG. Oh, okay, this is the product, I think. SVG Gator, the best way to animate any design. Right, okay, fair. Okay. Maybe we could do, these ones are good. Neuromorphic toggle buttons. Just trying to have a look for some more like website animated background with geometric shapes. Okay. Come on. Maybe we could try and do a... It's taking a while. Okay, it's rewriting the backend implementation plan. This basically, this is the... If... Okay, let's give it a try. What do I want to visualize? I want to do this. Brand DNA. Let's apply these. I want to visualize the concept of a large language model, taking in a user input, running it through some standard ways that an LLM evaluates the prompt or the request, and then hits a guardrails layer, which then either approves the prompt to go through or disproves it for moderation issues. I want to show both paths. This should fit on a 16:9 header or hero image of a website. Okay. Let's see that. A template library. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ooh, okay, nice. Can we animate this too to show some queries going through and then go into approved or blocked? See, now we've got version 1.1 and then we've got the history here too. That's okay. I would like it to kind of be... Oh, I can't click off it. What the heck? Right now, if I open the timeline that slides in from the right-hand side, I can't close it again. I thought we could actually display the timeline without a slide in. It should just always be small images to the right of where our image is being generated. Yeah, okay, looking good. Right. Right, let's see how we're getting on. Okay, let's go. Why is it not saving? Okay, we'll leave it. I want to show a visual representation of a... I want to show a visual representation of all the components that go inside a modern data center that's powered by NVIDIA. We should include text and arrows that show each of the components and briefly describe exactly what they are. It should be 16 by 9 for a hero image. Brand DNA, apply the brand guidelines, generate. I should actually be able to get some like pixel perfect sizing too, with like aspect ratios and everything. Right. Okay. We have. This is cool. So now, Grace GPU. Let's see if we can animate this one. Okay, we've got 4 more minutes left. I'm going to definitely continue this because I think this one has legs. Why don't we see if... Not sure what we can do in 3 minutes, but is it still going? Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, nice. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so a few things we need to do. We need to do things like aspect ratios. I need to do some sort of template gallery, so maybe some style gallery. We've got the brand DNA down. We've got we need to do tooltips. What else do we need to do? Maybe some more export options too. That'd be good. We need to try the reference if it actually turns images into vectors. Okay, last prompt. We'll end it with make this 100x better. So I think we've got a long way to go with this. It can get like the basic stuff down. We need to do some like style presets. We need to do a lot more kind of working on like the base prompt to make sure that all of the things like overlaps or types of images to use, types of styling that it should go for. Maybe we should do some like base like presets and style guides too, and maybe like a prompt optimizer would be good for somebody to have. But I think for a quick little 40-minute ad, that's not too bad. Okay, one more. Let's do one more. Make this 100 times better again. Add descriptions. So this, I think this turbine, I think this is in the wrong place, to be honest. We can skip through the generations though, which was this history feature is really cool. Maybe we need to take off like the active DNA. We're going to minimalist architectural, clean lines, high contrast. Maybe we should loosen that or put some other style guides in there too. Whoa. One more. Looks like some of the animations are being triggered by my keystroke. Being triggered by keystrokes. And the layout needs to be better. Generator HV grid is kind of flow. At the same time, 2 p.m. CET, catch you Monday.